Guys, welcome back again to this new video tutorial with OSP Pro. On this video today we are going to just be finding out the secrets on something simple, and it's going to be called what known as loops. Now I need to break this thing down because I know most of you guys, you tend to you forget what loops are, and most of you guys, you don't know how to deal with the loops and where to use it really in life. So I thought of today making up a video where you guys, you can definitely be part of this program, and if possible make it be part of your life. Now I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm just going to take my short period of time to come up with this kind of stuff for all of us. Now maybe for you guys, maybe you're from Uganda and would like to do my program with me, you guys make sure you can come into OSP Pro Addictor Solution, OSP Addictor Solutions, and you get all of these stuffs with me practically on ground. Then if you guys from far, you can also go to my online platform on OSPITAddictorsolutions.com. Then you can always be in a position to comply with me. Now on the other way around, I'm just going to be using up C++ for this video, so that you guys, you can always be in a position to generate up what's needed for all of us. Now on the other way around, I'm going to be using Dev++, so I hope you guys will be in a position to utilize all of that as I've said to you earlier. So you can always launch your Dev++. I have it in my PC around here, so you guys should also be in a position to come up with one. Now my point today in this video is because of someone who posted up on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, and sent me a mail telling me please I should at least make for them a video on how to deal with the loops. Mainly loops is very, very important in different programming languages. We use it in every language and it's very, very important. So let me just take you straight to the point so that I don't waste a lot of time. I'm just going to start up a new project, and I'm going to save my project inside devc or inside my directory. So I'm just going to create up a simple file. Hope this is going to be new to most of you guys, so you can definitely follow me up, and then you get to know how things are done around the program, and then we can always have that complete if possible. So this is my simple, what I may call a simple project or simple project. So I'm going to just save it, Ctrl S, or you guys, if I lose, you can always go to File, Save As, then which will go and generate it to take it to my directory. I'm just going to call it maybe YouTube, but the extension should be .c. Now on the other way around, my structure is done for you guys who doesn't know the structure for C, a programming language. That's it for now. So I think if you try to run that, you should just generate a complete black screen. Now you guys, for the other way around on this video, I'm just going to use comments so that you can always generate up what you need. So I'm going to be talking about comments on this video. So based on comments, I'm going to just be using up one on us. We have while loop, we have for loop, and one on us do while loop statement. So if you really cross check that on my video, you guys can always be in a position to generate up what's needed. So at the moment there's nothing yet because we have just come up with our comment. And then the other way around, guys, who have not yet happened to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please my friend, make sure you compile with me, and then we'll do the things together. Now I'm just going to start up with the for loop, so that meaning with the while loop, so that you can generate up that given statement. I give assumption you have a program which generates from 1 to approximately 20 if I told the number. So this is what you're going to do. Just need to define a variable. No matter how you may define your program, I'm just going to define mine to be an integer, to be in simple term, to be like maybe a counting number, and it's comprising of 1. Then on the other way around, I just need to create up a while loop statement which is going to be in position to generate for me the complete codes that will be talking from in a given program, whereby I'll simply say a is less than or equal to 20 if that's what we're looking to, and we need now to generate up our complete part of the program to come up with what's needed. Now on the other way around, I'll just simply say print f, and then I simply say maybe a. I want the value for a, which is going to be %d, because I'm dealing up with integers, and here I'm also going to use \n so that my program can always enter up that, and then I will definitely give a. If you try to compile this program, trust me in Jesus' name, you're going to get one on us and infinite loops, because the program does not definitely have one on us the measurements, which I know most of you guys tend to confuse, and I'm going to make for you guys on this very video. So definitely guys, you will need to come up with something like a structure of something like that that's creating up infinite loops and matrix of equation. So at the moment I'm not trying to look onto matrix, I'm not trying to come up with infinite loop statements. I'm just trying to look onto how we can create up the complete program to come up with a simple and a unique one-on-us loop statement. Now my friends, to make this life simple, I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm just going to create up a new file so that I can show you from that project on how things can be done. Now based on this project here, now there's something that I will definitely need to show you from that project of ours that I may not, I will simply say, is kind of lacking. And if you try to cross check on the other way around, I don't want you guys to lose, to fail to understand, because I know you guys, most of you people are from a different background of programming, so definitely if I try to give this here, I never know, I may solve some of you guys your problems. Now if I just try to check this, there's something I want to explain to you, that this program is really going to be lacking. And although I just come and put for here that plus trust blah blah, you guys trust me, if I do that in my program, definitely I'm going to get the right output and it's going to give me the right thing. But then you guys, you have not got the point. You have not got the real concept there. Trust me, you have not got the concept. Why? Because on this something that you really need to understand, so that you get to know how the program really gets to know something like this. And now to come up with something like that, there's something in programming under a topic called operators. I hope you guys, if you have ever done with operators, there's something called operators in programming, and we have something called increment and decrement operators, whereby in those two types of operators we have something called post increment and also something called post decrement, and there's also something called prefix increment and something called prefix decrement. Now I'm just going to break this piece of lines of code down to you guys also, so that you're going to be in a position to understand how those things work. Let me just start with the increment for this time around. I'm going to just define my new simple variable, and I'm going to give maybe for instance a. If you also come back in your program and try to say maybe to print for the value for a, I may just use a %d for now, but then I'm just need to put a in the program. Trust me in Jesus' name, if you try to come up with a compiler and compile this program and try to get the output, you just get a. But if I happen to add your comment or one as post increment, which I'm going to explain for you in this video, we have post increment. So that's how post increment is done. We have a, which is the value of a, which is 1, and we have plus plus. Now plus plus in programming, plus plus, this is equivalent to 1. So whenever you see plus plus, means definitely add 1 to what already exists in your given program, and trust me, the program is waiting for you to compile and generate up the complete output based on what you really want on the given program. So definitely, if that's the point around here, now we're looking on the other way around, how we're going to be adding on 1 to what really exists, so that the compiler or the program can definitely understand this given statement or this line of increment that we're trying to give on this program. Now if you come back in on this line of code, this is what we have. We have int equals to 1, and definitely we're trying to say please add 1 to what already exists. That implies it's going to be incremented. But which type of increment I'm giving is called post increment, which definitely if I try to compile this line of code and try to give the run, we shall definitely get something called 2. Why are we getting 2 is because I'm trying to say please get 1 but add 1 to it. After adding 1 to it, then run for me and give me the output, and that's why we get 2. But if you try to compile, to comment that piece of line of code and you come back here and you put plus plus, definitely we are going to get 1 at the end of the compiler. So if the program compiles, you don't get 1. Why? Because this one simply says get 1, for this is value 1, then try to say get that 1 and then add 1 to what already exists. At the end of the day, the program is going to look into the given program and then gives us that output based on what the user has happened to us. So at the end of the day, my friends, that's what I expect the program to give us. Now again, on the other way around, without wasting any of your time, if guys are happen to compile or to copy this same piece of line of code, I'm trying to give it down here in my program. This is it. The compiler is going to check and try to pick the first value and the second value, and this time we're going to get 2. Now that's called the post increment. We also have something called the post decrement. You get prefix increment. like this. We start with the plus sign and then we end up with that. Let me just try to maximize this, try to add more of this kind of presence so that you guys can always get enough time to understand how the system flows. If you try to generate that in your given program, trust me, that's what we're going to be getting, because the program is going to be starting from 2 and then definitely going to generate for us this. What is the meaning of the prefix increment? Well, the prefix increment simply tells us in a simple term that at least first add 1 before compiling or before running. So definitely is going to pick this 1 and then add 1 to it and then gives us the output, which output is going to be stored in the computer memory and then is going to be added on to the next of the parts of the program. So my friend, that's how they do that in this kind of video, and that's how they make it. Without wasting time, let me also show you something called the prefix and decrement so that you can understand that at once. The same thing with the prefix decrement. If you try to cross check on the previous value on what we have for A, which is 1, and if you try to say remove 1, definitely that implies the first value of A is going to be negative. A value which in simple terms is going to be 1, 0, and then 1, 2, 3, negative 3 and 2. That's it. So that's with the prefix decrement. So in a simple term, let me also try to show you one known as prefix increment. So if you try to cross check that with the prefix increment, that's it. With the prefix decrement, that's it. How about with the post increment? That's it. What about with post decrement? That's it. So this is how we deal with the post decrement in a program. If you guys happen to get any problem in this comparison of this program, my friend, you can always join me on my YouTube channel and then you try to comment down on my video, or if not so, please guys, you can always go and follow me on my website so that we get to be in link up. I'm going to be putting up the description of this video so that you guys, you can always get the complete sessions on how I do program with you guys. Now the other way around, if you try to come back in this previous program and if you try to compare this, I think you guys, you can now see I'm using one known as post increment. And if you try to cross check on this program, the program tends to first consider as 1 as the first initial value and then try to give us output. If I want to give us something called the post decrement, okay, post increment, prefix increment, that's how they gave it. The computer will compile everywhere, and then if you try to consider, it's not going to start from 1 anymore. And this is it. So this prefix increment, and that's it for now. And I think you can see that's how the output's like. Some of you guys always tend to give it in this way, whereby you come back on the program here and then that's where you add your stuff. So definitely the program is going to cross check that and then try to regroup onto the program, and that's why it is starting from 2, because and it's actually pushing to 1. So whenever you use the up value, trust me, it's going to be bypassing your less than or equal to the value you're trying to give. It's always going to be adding 1 and start from after 1, and then that's the value you need. And if you want to make this, maybe if there's some kind of program you want to come and create, you can always bypass up a given value by trying to give that in your given program. So if you try to cross check that, that's definitely how the program is going to be. It's going to be looping by 1 and giving us only even numbers. Some of you guys may go on further on the stream like that by coming into the program and try to add more of this stuff like that. And if you try to come and compile this piece of line of code and try to generate that, that's it. So the program is going to be giving us the values by 3. And then definitely, if you really look onto, I'm looking onto the values that definitely may be visible by 3. That's how you do it in the program, and definitely the program will be giving out the output. Someone may ask me a value that may be, how about if I try to give that is equal to A plus maybe 2. If you try to cross check that is plus 1, this also means the same statement. And if you try to compile this program, trust me, we are still going to get definitely the values just like that. And if you try to compile the program anymore, that's how you're going to be getting up the even numbers. And definitely that's it for now. If you try to also use the same knowledge and try to bypass the other one, you can always use this method. If you want, you can use that. Definitely we're going to also get the values visible by 3. If you don't also want that technique, you can always use this one, whereby you shall say A plus equal to 1, definitely is also going to be comparing and try to use that given value and giving us the numbers visible by 3, and that's how you can definitely look through a given program and get the output based on what you want. Now again, on the other way around, my friend, based on this knowledge like I've just explained to you, can we just now come back on a program and then you try to break it off in the other way around? I'm just going to comment that piece line of code so that you can always get our output based on what we need, and then definitely this will try to compile this program. That's what we're going to be getting for now. My friend, that was just something called while loop statement. I'm just going to comment that lines of code so that you guys, we can always be in a position to generate up something different. I'm also going to show you while loop or something called the for loop. With the for loop is not very hard, and the for loop is a shortcut of the while loop. Whenever you're using up show the for loop, my friends, you have to make sure that variable as you define a, you don't give the value to it. And then here I'm just going to be giving up a like that, and then I'm going to say if a is less than or equal to, if at all I'm looking onto that comparison, is equal to 20, and I will simply say a plus plus, which definitely, guys, you can still borrow up the other primary knowledge or primary idea which I just shown you from the previous section of our video. So if you try to come back on this first line of code, I just need to go and paste that on my lines of code. With for loop, you don't need to waste a lot of time compiling, doing ABCD, putting on plus plus, blah blah. Everything goes onto one line, just a line of code, and then definitely on the previous of the program, trust me, you're going to get the same output. If you also don't want this on your line of code, you can definitely put also a plus that in the given variable definition on the same line of code. You just need to execute that given kind of behavior of your code, and then you shall get the same output. If you also don't want that method, you can also come in here and say for a equals to plus or equal to 1, and definitely if you're trying to compile the same piece of line of code, you're going to get the same output on your given program. My friend, that's the main 3 methods on how you can deal whenever you're using up increment and post increment and something called the loops and for loops and the while loop. Let me just not waste a lot of your time. We're just going to be dealing up also on giving us something called do while loop statement. With the do while, you just need to open up your given line of code, and then down here we shall have something called while loop like that. And here it's just going to be giving up our previous condition, which is that. And then here down on our given program, just need to paste that. And again here down, I just need to put that if that's what we want. And trust me, I just need to give the value for this because it has to have a starting point. So if you try to compile that and try to run that, my friends, that's how they do it. Now, my friends, without wasting time, the same methods I've used in C is the same method we use in C++, is the same method we use in Java, is the same techniques we happen to apply whenever we're using up or whenever we're thinking on how to come up with a complete session or a complete program based on what I've taught you guys today. Now, if you guys have any question on previous videos, or if you have any question on this very program, then I actually wish you guys best of luck. So you can always ask me down, or you can always comment down on my video, or you can always maybe link me up on my previous sessions, or you can also comment me or follow me up on Facebook, so that you can always be in touch, so that you can share the best of the best. So my friends, otherwise I wish you a nice time, have a lovely evening, and a lovely day for all of you guys who are watching my videos. Thank you guys, have a blessed evening. Thank you.